Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And you can understand why the Ace Magashulas and the David Mabuza's faction want to try and get rid of Gordhan. Because Gordhan is telling it as it is. He's calling a spade when it comes to Eskom. And he's letting the cat out of the bag, and these corrupt ANC cadres like Mabuza and Ace Magashula don't like it. They're like cats on a hot tin roof at the moment. Let me add a bit of meat to the bone. Well, Gordhan has now come out and said that South Africans are paying 4 times more for electricity because of stealing at Medupi and Kusile. South Africans are paying up to 4 times more for electricity than a decade ago, and that's to finance stealing and cost overruns at the Medupi and Kusile power stations. Public Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan called numbers and statistics comparing Eskom of a decade ago with present-day Eskom atrocious, saying tariff increases over the period mean ordinary South Africans are paying 4 times more than they used to. The numbers are atrocious, he said. The amount of electricity Eskom produces is marginally higher. The demand is falling by about 1% per year. The cost of electricity has gone up more than 4 times. How could you sell the same amount of electricity, but you're earning 4 times more than 10 years ago? It's because of tariff increases, and that's to pay for Medupi and Kusile overruns. All the stealing that has happened, it's all for the extra you're paying for coal and maintenance and to original equipment manufacturers, etc. And it's the ordinary citizen and the economy that's paying the cost. Medupi and Kusile projects conceived in 2007 were supposed to be completed by 2015 at a cost of 163 billion rand, but are still not finished. They are now expected to only go fully online after 2021 and 2023 respectively, with costs ballooning to more than 450 billion rand. It was expected that the projects would have boosted the country's electricity output by a considerable amount. Performance has, however, been erratic and unreliable, with only a limited number of units being operational. And it doesn't seem as if the pain for South African consumers and business will come to an end soon. Gordhan says the extent of the damage done to Eskom's power stations over the years will take time to fix. He said, "The damage is huge. You have the age of the plants to take into consideration, of course, but if, for example, you have a car that's 10, 11 or 12 years old, you can still get good mileage out of it if you service it properly. But if you don't, you've driven it too hard with too many people driving it and they've driven it irresponsibly, then the car will break down." What the previous management teams did in the short term, they got close to 75% energy availability, was to drive the plants too hard. There have been hundreds of maintenance contracts, and not all had the necessary technical capabilities, which resulted in patch-ups only being done, Gordhan said. Now that's clearly black economic empowerment. BEE, the cause of all South Africa's economic ills. Midlife refurbishment at power stations were in many instances not carried out for 8 years, whereas Gordhan says inspections should happen at least every 2 years. Plants weren't only damaged by poor and irregular maintenance, the company's people management system also caused damage to power stations due to a loss of skills and the creation of patronage networks. Now, what we're talking about here again is black economic empowerment and the cadres, the mates, the family, the friends, all getting high salaries and doing absolutely nothing. The crisis with load shedding has forced Eskom to ensure that power stations are more closely monitored by suitably qualified people, and the reorganization of power station managers has been fast-tracked. The new chief executive and management must ensure that we use all the available skills and experience available in the country to assist Eskom to recover. It will take time, but it can be done with the help of all stakeholders, and as long as you've got the adults in the room running the show, which appears to be the case at Eskom at certain levels. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe.